On to the next entertainment story. Alibaba calls out comedians who use dirty jokes at corporate events. Veteran Nigerian comedian Alibaba has raised concern over what he describes as a growing lack of professionalism among some of his colleagues in the industry. Speaking in a recent episode on the Out of the Box podcast, the veteran entertainer recounted an incident where a comedian is sent to host a corporate event ended up making an offensive joke about the chairman's plus-size wife, saying, and I quote, "There are about 3 Nigerian comedians who I can't stand. They have no decorum. They insult sensibilities, they try to correct them, they won't listen to you. You send them to a corporate event and they do dirty jokes. And when you receive reports of their unruly behavior and you confront them, they would downplay it." Alibaba went on to share how one of the comedians made a particularly inappropriate remark at an event, saying, "Somebody called me one time to complain about one of them that he made a joke about his plus-size wife. He said, and I quote, 'If a race happens now and everyone has to carry their wives and run, you can't carry this woman and run.' I was like, that's below the belt. When I confronted him, he downplayed it. He even told somebody that I was only confronting him because he was shining," end quote. While declining to name the comedians involved, Alibaba stressed the need for boundaries and comedy and encouraged his peers to lean toward wit and intelligence in their material rather than tasteless jokes. He concluded by advising comedians to know where to draw the line, especially when performing at formal or corporate events, so as not to damage their reputation and the comedy industry as a whole.
I totally agree with Alibaba on this one because I stopped attending a particular comedy club due to things like this.
Oh.
You're going to a comedy club and new comedians are supposed to come and test their material.
Okay.
But then you see new comedians, because they feel dirty jokes are supposed to take them far, they start saying things that even during their performance, you would hear and see people tell them, "It's okay, it's enough, start going." Like people start booing them because you cannot come and say you're testing material and you're insulting people. And then you're trying to claim that you're being, what's that word? You're trying to be very smart, and then you're trying to be intelligent, and you're trying to make jokes on the spot. Yeah. But then you see people in the crowd, instead of you to make intelligent jokes, you end up insulting them. It's really, really terrible. I once went for an event that was a family-oriented event, and one of the comedians who came on stage, not even one, like 2 or 3 of them, at different times, were cracking dirty jokes. This is a family event, and you can see children in the crowd. These are things you're not supposed to do where there are children. So I feel like people need to understand to read the room when it's a family event, when it's a corporate event,
yeah.
or it's an event that has to do with morals. You do not crack dirty jokes and do not tease people unnecessarily. Because now the example he gave, see the boss's wife saying, if they say make everybody carry their wife. Now, guy, if you carry your wife, no, that like Alibaba said, that is below the belt. And I totally agree with him. And I feel like our comedians need to learn more how to crack jokes. They also need to go somewhere to test their material first, and not just with their yes men.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. When they do it among their yes men or their guys, they say, guy, now you bad pass, but it's crap. So you guys just need to get better. I'm not saying you guys are not good. Yes, you are fantastic at your craft, but please do better and stop insulting people, okay?
Yeah, I think as regards comedy, there's a thin line where you can cross.
Yep.
We've gotten to the part in this life, in this new age, that there are some things that are no longer jokes.
Exactly.
Yeah, you might. So low key, everybody's even guilty. You go see person, you done the fat, oh.
See your head, oh.
Or you done the lean, oh. To you might be thinking whether you are greeting somebody, you don't know what that person is going through, whether it's health issues for the size and the likes. So there's a thin line. You can be making joke, and like Katrin said, and what Alibaba said, there are venues whereby you can put out things like that. Like the person will invite you to come the event.
Exactly.
Yes, it's supposed to be funny because his wife is plus size. They are now reiterating it that, if you're for events when you invite, they're not even supposed to pay your balance. Exactly,
because if you imagine that kind of joke would have worked better if it was a hangout between that man and his friends and his wife's friends. That's a different setting, same people.
Where they invite you to come, my guy. So there's a thin line, and I think this applies to everybody. There are some things we say that we think is just, even we go to say a greeting. Like, look at you. You don't have fat, oh. Come on, really? In 2025? Yo. let's be guided, by the way.
And let's try to put ourselves in people's shoes too, because you don't know what's going on, why they're like that.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with the entertainment news. We'll be back with Socialville after this time out. Do not go anywhere.
All right, it is now time for the entertainment news, and we start off with this one. T-Bills accuses Tiwa Savage manager of overbooking her. Music executive Tunji Balogun, popularly known as T-Bills, has publicly criticized Vanessa, the current manager of his estranged wife and Afrobeat star Tiwa Savage, for allegedly overbooking the singer and depriving their son Jamil of quality time with his mother. In a now-deleted Instagram post, T-Bills launched an emotionally charged rant accusing Vanessa of prioritizing profit over family and holding her responsible for what he claims is Jamil's sense of loneliness. He claimed the situation has deeply hurt their son and called Vanessa a fraud, alleging she has mismanaged Tiwa's career for personal gain. I quote, "I love the mother of my child. God will expose you. You only care about percentage. I hired you as a PR and the mother of my child. Guilty made you manager." End of quote. He wrote, I quote, "As lonely as Jamil compares to me, you will never amount to nothing. My son is so hurt not having his mother respectfully. Bleep you, Vanessa." End of quote. T-Bills was quick to clarify that he was sober at the time of the post, perhaps preempting any suggestions that the rant was a result of intoxication. He also seemed to express guilt over his absence, but maintained that Vanessa's scheduling choices have negatively impacted Tiwa's availability to her son. The post was later taken down, suggesting he may have had second thoughts about airing the dispute publicly. However, no apology or clarification has been issued by T-Bills as of yet. Meanwhile, both Tiwa Savage and Vanessa have remained silent on the matter, offering no official response or comment regarding the allegations. T-Bills and Tiwa Savage were married in 2013 and welcomed their son in 2015. The pair officially divorced in 2018 following a highly publicized fallout that involved allegations of infidelity, emotional abuse, and drug use from both sides. This latest incident adds a new layer to the co-parenting challenges the former couple has faced in the years since their separation.
T-Bills is back in the news again, as usual. And it's awkward how it just... I think, you know how you'll be feeling some type of way?
Yeah.
Then probably, maybe it tries reaching out and nobody answers, and it just comes on social media, say what it is
To
that
vent.
it has to say. When he does his venting, either he deletes the post or he does a rejoinder apologizing that the message was taken the wrong
Like
way.
he did with Okay.
Yeah. Probably somebody should always... Maybe when he's in that mood, somebody around him should always take his phone instead of other things where...
When it's not Burna Boy.
Oh, Burna Boy situation. In case y'all don't know, Burna Boy doesn't control his pages.
Not anymore.
It's even crazy that the one for his album release, No
Yep.
Sign of Weakness page, that's what he now
Using.
he tried to
Yeah.
he used it to do his usual call out.
NSWTV.
They still changed the password. But this one is for your promotion for your album. Don't use this one to abuse people.
Baba
again.
is around.
They still change them. So I think that should be the situation with, especially for people like this, where the only way they can vet their anger is to put it out on social media. Yeah, I get the parties saying, but I think there was a time Tiwa Savage is still an artist in high demand. People want her on tour and everything. And I think there was one time, I think earlier this year, she went on vacation with Jamil.
Yes, we even see her take him on tours sometimes when he's on school vacation or holiday.
So I think, I don't know where this is coming from, but from our side, our own point of what me have seen on social media, Tiwa Savage is always there for Jamil. But we don't know what's happening in their family. And for T-Bills to be coming out to be ranting and talking about Vanessa like that, it's just crazy.
I totally agree with you. You couldn't have said it better. Anyway, welcome to Social View, people, where we're going to delve into the world of social media, which is loaded with every kind of wit and nastiness you can imagine. Let's get started. Esau, not the Esau in the Bible, but someone else, says, your parents' enemies are not your enemies. And then Santo responds saying, you're just a child. When you come of age, you know that nobody hates your parents and loves you.
Legit. Because especially if you are from this part of
The world.
like, you think somebody that doesn't like your parents will like you. Yeah, LOL.
How is that even possible? They can pretend because what they want to get.
And I love that reply. You're just a child. When you come
Yes,
of age,
nah.
you will know. Your tongue will soon reach.
It is even said, the sins of the father shall be visited on the son. They play. Okay, at Benedicta Osei _, says, another Friday night, your talking stage is about to disappear for hours. Be steadfast in the Lord. Your mind, you're in talking stage with this guy.
Friday night, your talking stage is about to disappear.
The guy is not in talking stage with you. He's in a relationship, but he's just bantering with you.
The fact whereby it disappears for hours on a Friday night.
On a Friday night.
Probably he's busy or he works at, he's doing night duty.
He works in a club. He cannot invite you to go to nightlife with him. I beg.
He works late in the night, especially on Fridays, trying to get extra cheese so that he'll be able to take care of you, who is the talking stage.
So it's only on Friday night he works. I beg, he has a family, so he has to be with the family Friday night, or he has guys hang out where they go to do their nonsense. So, my dear.
Okay, my guy.
Now, ordinary talking
change on to Wednesday night. It be like say Friday night, don't cast.
See.
Change on to Wednesday night.
As long as it's about to disappear for us without explanation. You're talking to yourself. Let me tell you.
There's always explanation for everything.
See, you're just talking to
the
AI.
The NEPA pole fell down on your street and you cannot
just
come out
imagine it's artificial intelligence you're talking to, not a man or not a partner. You hear me? Okay, let's move on. At Ben King 443 says, I sprayed perfume before entering this meeting. Sat beside one Odogu in the meeting, and after the meeting, I started perceiving his perfume on my body instead of my own perfume. I will never be poor in this life. Why is Baba now respond saying, perfume where they overtake perfume? Wow, so his perfume overtook your own.
And this brings back this conversation of Okwayemi Famakin, that's the popular food critic, and all the old perfume drama that was happening on social media. Oh, he thought he had it covered, bragging that, yo, my perfume collection is mad, expensive. Until when you see men.
As they see people showing their perfume collection.
When like 3 of their bottles, we buy everything where you are in. So perfume actually get level. But this one is funny. You know, perfume.
Overtake.
You can't smell like
Overtaking is allowed. Oh.
That's massive, baby.
That means it's oil you are using, not perfume. All right, so now let's talk about series of things that have happened in this life. Starting with a billionaire, Margaret Kenyatta, with short hair, is married to President Uhuru Kenyatta. Janet Museveni, with short hair, listen, is married to President Museveni. Graça Machel, with short hair, once again, was married by Nelson Mandela. Lupita Nyong'o, with short hair, is a star in America. You keep asking for money for weaves. You will marry a horse and not a rich man or a president.
No,
I don't agree.
No words will be said here because
I don't agree.
Let the ladies.
I feel like this just bans. There are also women with long hair and women who wear weaves and braid their hair who are married to presidents, billionaires. Let me even start from Nigeria.
Is their hair, by the way?
Excuse me. Obi Kubana's wife, is it her hair she uses?
That one they do. Is their hair?
Is it her hair? Should I start calling or listing all the presidents we've had in Nigeria and you will tell me if it's their wife's hair or not? You still cannot answer. Let's move on, I beg. You people don't have a case. You this man, you're always looking for an excuse. Buy her hair if you love her. It's a gift. Human hair is good. All right, you see the way this dog is looking, and this one says, whoever is in charge of the list of single people, can you please add me again? I'm sorry for the ups and downs. This is the person. This is the person in charge looking like, are you joking? Like, are you playing with me? Why not just stay on the list and stay single? Why is one leg in, one leg out every time? What happened?
Probably you were single one time and immediately something just happened. You just felt a spark and you just went into that thing.
Because of spark. Is that spark that will burn you?
Retract. Go back. It wasn't a relationship. It was
Stay
just...
single until you are sure. Don't waste your time. Don't be letting them be doing counsel on the attendant list. If you are in, you are in. If you are out, you are out. Please, talking stage, you are still single. Let me remind you. It's just talking stage, they will break your heart.
Talking stage is where that stage will take you to the next level.
And you are still single. It has not taken to the next level.
Except the problem is you. Because left to the guy, as you're already talking, he knows what he wants.
After he has disappeared for hours on Friday night.
Guys, change it to Wednesday nights. If that will be better.
Any man that disappears for hours without explanation in the night is up to something. And on that note, I say, guys, it is a wrap on Social View. We will be back with What Are You Watching after this time out. All right, welcome back to the show, guys. This right here is E-Splash on TVC, and it is still Movies Tuesday. If you're just joining and you are a movie buff, well, it's time for What Are You Watching? So as a movie buff or binge watcher, this is actually your moment to shine. You can call us or hit us up on social media to tell us about the movies or TV shows you have been loving. We're live on X at TVC Connect, at TVC Entertainment, on Facebook using the popular hashtag E-Splash on TVC. Let's hear from you after this timeout.
Yes, yo. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We would love to hear from you right about now as we are ready to read your messages and, of course, speak your calls. Feel free to share with us your favorite movie or TV series and, of course, tell us what you enjoyed about it, the actors involved, and don't forget to give us your rating out of 10. Lady Ka, what did you watch recently?
I have seen different movies. I have seen Mission Impossible.
Okay.
The Final Reckoning.
Oh.
Yes, I've seen it. And I watched this YouTube movie. Someone was talking about it yesterday morning in makeup room. So I went to see it. It's called Two Can Play the Saint.
Oh, so I think I'm the only person that doesn't do all those YouTube movies. Because I think it's an industry on its own right now.
Yes, it is. It's a very big industry.
So like, it's just me that don't go on YouTube to watch
It's
movies.
only you, trust me. Like there are some movies that when people talk about it, you're like, okay, let me go watch it. So this is titled Two Can Play the Saint.
Okay.
And it has Uju and Bimbo Ademoye. They are both scammers. One is scamming with hair, the other one is scamming with landed properties. Imagine you're selling the same apartment to 5 people.
Wow.
And you don't even have the original key.
Oh.
Yeah. So everybody is struggling. Now me get them, go with their key. They can't even open. And then the other one is selling fake hair for original hair price. And then surprisingly, they end up being flatmates. So they end up renting the same house, but different rooms in the house. And then the landlord suddenly comes back and he happens to be a pastor.
Wow.
And he's a fine boy.
Yeah?
So I shouldn't tell you the rest.
That's a twist right there.
Exactly. So it becomes a battle. Conversion, love, heartbreak, everything. I'm just going to stop there so I don't spoil it for you. But it was an interesting watch, and I will rate it a 6.5 over 10.
Okay.
What about you?
What's the title of this movie? On your streaming platform, Exterritorial. Yeah. For fear of missing out, FOMO, I just decided to just watch it.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, she went into the U.S. consulate with her son. Yeah, she had issues with her health, mental health, because she was a soldier from Afghanistan, involved in the war, PTSD and everything. And they told her clearly that, you did not come here with your son. She said, I came here with my son. Then they ended up showing her clips of, like, look at the clip when you entered. They erased her son. And she was like, yes, I know that I have issues, but I came here with my son. And the back and forth. And of course, the issues that happened afterwards, Exterritorial. It was a movie I didn't believe I would enjoy, but I enjoyed watching it.
So I feel like that other lady is a ray of sunshine, and everybody needs to meet someone like that every time when they're in times of need. Yeah. Because if not, she'd have gone crazy. Yeah.
All right, let's take some reactions. Do you have on Facebook?
Yes. So on Facebook, Sixtus Egbo says, I'm currently watching The Last Witch Hunter. So interesting to watch. I rate the movie 10 over 10. Sixtus Egbo, what's going on? You used to tell us what the movie was about, the actors in it, what you liked about it. But thank you, E, for effort. And then Kike Lomo Ajiboye Oniloye says, good day. Ada Omodadi, yesterday was interesting. You're not telling us about it. You're not telling us what you like about it. But it's good to know that it was interesting. What about you?
Okay, I'm on X. Pakakali says, good day, gang. I'm currently watching Fountain of Youth. Just now, I changed the channel to watch E-Splash show with King OJ and my beautiful, ravishing lady cat.
Eh? You don't mean it. Oh, thank you, Bakakali.
Yeah. At Anthony Ayodeji on X says FIFA Club World Cup. Yeah, your club is definitely playing in that tournament. I'm sure Arsenal fans cannot relate. Man U fans cannot relate.
Yeah.
Liverpool fans cannot relate. Because their club is not playing in the FIFA Club World Cup. And my team actually played yesterday and we won 2-0. So it's for teams of champion. So if that's what you're watching, you're far too kind. You are far too kind. And
champion.
Yeah, that's what the FIFA Club World Cup is for. It's a cup,
champion?
It's a cup of champions. Champions from Europe. In the last couple of years.
They play my
haters will hate potatoes with potatoes. What else do you have?
I think I'm done with all the messages that I have.
All right.
Are you also done?
All right. Yeah.
Okay, and that's all for What Are You Watching, people. Coming up next, we've got Movies at the Movies, your weekly guide to what's hot in the cinemas. Don't go anywhere.
Yes, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. In case you don't know, it's still Tuesdays, and of course, it's Movie Tuesdays. Let's talk some more movies. You know, we've always got your back with everything movie related on Tuesdays. This right here is your ultimate guide to this week's most watched films. It is time for Movies at the Movies. Let's drop this. In Nollywood, this one is titled Bro Code. Meet Chris, Casey, and Arinze, three smooth-talking bachelors who think they have cracked the code to dating. But when their egos clash with love, obsession, and a few unpredictable women, the game flips. Turns out the Bro Code has a few bugs. Actors include Daniel Etim-Ethiong, Mike Ezuroye, Majid Michelle, Nancy Isime, Atlanta Bridget, MC Lively, Etuma Ekoka, Omela Opa, amongst others. Forget his soulmate. Is he your soulmate?
So that's how guys used to do. All this OJ's gender. That's how they do. They'll tell you all the sweet nothings that you feel you want to hear.
Because that's what you want to hear now.
Pedestal.
Because that's what you want to hear.
In their mind, they are doing meeting. They'll say, "Let her know who is king." Always remind her. Let her know that you are king. You are in charge. But what will it do? What will it cause when both of you are in charge and then you make each other comfortable? You know, cozy and comfortable. C&C.
Duly noted.
TLC. All right, moving on in Hollywood. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Ethan Hunt and the IMF team race against time to find the Entity, a rogue artificial intelligence that can destroy mankind. Actors in the movie include Tom Cruise, Haley Atwell, Ving Rhames, Simon Pegg, Vanessa Kirby, Elaine Morales, amongst others. I have seen it and it was a good watch.
I'm still a fan of the Mission Impossible franchise and I wish it doesn't end.
Have you
and
seen
of course for Tom Cruise, no. I don't want to spoil it. I'm just taking it.
So let me give you guys some tips.
For a legendary movie that since 1996 has been, I can't remember the number of this one. They will take a break, they will come back, kill it, and of course Tom Cruise playing as an aunt and doing his stunts for real.
Yes, for real, he does it himself. And then I love the fact that, yes, they've been chasing the entity. It continues where it stops. The fact that the entity has taken over and everybody's trying to go against it. But you need to watch it to find out if they got the entity or not.
All right, let's talk about this one. This one is titled Guns Up. When a job goes horribly wrong, an ex-cop and family man who moonlights as a mob henchman has one night to get his family out of the city. Actors in the film include Kevin James, Christina Ricci, Luis Guzman, Solomon Hughes, Joe Monroe, amongst others.
Imagine after fighting, you're saying business as usual. All right, the next one is also from the Karate Kid franchise, another franchise, but this one is titled Karate Kid Legends. After Kung Fu prodigy Li Fong relocates to New York City, he attracts unwanted attention from a local karate champion and embarks on a journey to enter the ultimate karate competition with the help of Mr. Han and Daniel LaRusso. Actors include Jackie Chan, Ben Wang, Ralph Macchio, Joseph Jackson, Min Na Wen, Sadie Stanley, amongst others.
Amazing stuff. That's another
Yeah.
franchise right there. And of course, it's great seeing the real karate masters
Exactly.
in it. Ralph Macchio and of course Jackie Chan
Chan.
also in it. Another person that does his real stunts,
By
that does his
himself.
stunts himself.
Yes.
No body double.
At all.
Amazing stuff.
All right, we hope you have been entertained so far and we hope you enjoyed the show today. Something different, and that's all we can take on eSplash on TVC. King OJ was in the building, and from myself, Lady Kat, have real hotness, I say goodbye. Make it a date at 12 noon tomorrow, okay? eSplash continues, but tomorrow it's the countdown show. See you tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.